So I got out of prison not too long ago, and I had some experiences that it's kind of eye-opening. You know, one of the things that I was able to see is a man could be a criminal, because I was locked up with killers, baby killer, drug dealers. They had a lot of damn pedophiles in there. They had just everybody, drug addicts, everybody, people with DUIs, simple, smaller crimes. It's just crazy. And they'll sprinkle you in population with these different type of people. When it comes to like criminals that aren't bad guys, I think one of the biggest learning lessons that I came across is a guy can actually be horrible in society, a horrible civilian, but a very an elite level criminal, an elite level inmate. Because, you know, you'll see OGs teaching young dudes how to carry themselves. Even in certain cases, people will get protected from predators, I've seen. You'll see people with their own moral code, like with the baby killer, you know what I'm saying? Had to get him off the rock or something was going to happen to him. You know, and the Deps directly told me not to touch him, because I literally went to the cops, like, as soon as I found out we was on the rock with a baby killer. I'm like, I'm about to get at him. But anyway, they advised against it. I was doing short time, so go home, you know. It's not that type of prison, you know. It wasn't that type of block, and I wasn't in that type of situation where I had to act on it. But it's kind of incredible how you got all these criminals, different people in there, and they got their own moral code of conduct. It's like certain crimes are punishable, even amongst criminals. It's interesting. I mean, which we all know, but it's really interesting when you see it hands-on. You know, there's no real rehabilitation in prison. One of the things that I was able to really see, I was able to see people with like simple domestic violence charges, you know, argument, cops get called, but somebody got to get locked up, usually the dude. So dude's in there, and they're like giving them a hard time with tether, probation, basically keeping you in prison longer than you should be for money. It's a money grab. They make money when you in there, commissary, the phone. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of things that they benefit from your suffering. And that's one of the biggest takeaways that I got from going to prison was it's a money game. And it's purely designed to not rehabilitate you and honestly make money. I see how they can institutionalize you, because the mind is expansive. It's supposed to grow. You can't box the mind in. When you do that, you make it stagnant and you make it crazy. This is how I know isolation, by being in isolation for an extended period of time when I was in there. You know, it don't even take long for you to start feeling your thoughts in your brain and like change within yourself. Like, it's not a good thing. And it kind of disgusts me when you know that it's all devised on suffering and money, bro. This is why they got private prisons. They benefit from all of this stuff. It's incredible how much money they actually make off of people suffering. You'll see it's prison. It's the mentality. You know, you do need to mind your own business, but you got to keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled. And it's really just about who you know, who you rocking with. It also depends on where you're locked up and the politics that go on that rock, because it changes. It's crazy how you can see like a lot of the Deps, they'll go to prison and it's really just a job for them. So long as nobody get killed and they can go home to their people, they had a good day. That's verbatim. Had cops say that literally word for word. It's like, dude, and these are the people that's there to protect you, people who don't really care. You know, when it comes to medical, they not really gonna see you like that. You know, if you ain't got some super diabetes, HIV or some shit that can kill and affect others, COVID, the flu, if you ain't got like the super stuff that they watching out for, it's really contingent upon how fast they want to move on it, or if they want to move on it at all, really. Because outside of that, they're going to do their blood work every 30 days or something like that to make sure they ain't messing you up too much. But you ain't really, they don't care if you get a cold. You definitely don't want to get sick in there, bro. I done seen some dudes sick forever in there. Like, dude, and then they got all the recycled air, crap food. You ain't getting no sunlight, no vitamin D. So, like, you really don't want to put yourself in a situation where your health is compromised and you depending on people who are discompassionate to your situation. They non-sympathetic with it because you a criminal. But it don't necessarily mean you're a bad person. That's where it gets crazy. Because, yeah, you are in there. But what if you got a small, weak crime and you just having a bad day? You smack somebody in the mouth, bow. Now you in here with killers. It's interesting. I seen at this prison they only had two ambulances. One day a dude goes into an epileptic seizure at the same time that two females that's pregnant in the prison needed to go to the hospital. They chose the two females that was pregnant. Dude took the guy having a seizure out, threw him in a motherfucking they threw him downstairs in a isolation tank by himself. They didn't want everybody to see that they wasn't helping him. I don't know what happened to dude after that, but I do know that they wrong. And this stuff goes on. You know, they can, the prison was understaffed. Didn't have enough staff, so they would lock you in. It was like literally solitary confinement, and I've been in both. Except in solitary confinement, obviously you ain't getting commissary and visits and stuff. But literally, they feed you through the door. You don't get out the room, and they can just tell you that they understaffed. Or code something, code blue, whatever, you know what I mean? And they're not letting you out, bro. It's not human. It's literally not human. And it'll do something to you. You know, some people say that you got to have a strong mind. Yeah, you do, but your mind's going to get broken, bro. You can't go to prison and actually and be in solitary confinement for an extended period of time and be in these situations for an extended period of time and not change. It's going to change you. So no matter how strong your mind is, it's truly just adapted to the circumstances. So you evoluted into the program versus breaking. That's cool. You are strong, but you are forever changed, bro, on some level. If you're in there for a certain period of time, period. You will see the light go out of people's eyes. People who are really coming to terms with they ain't never getting out. They about to do 20 years. I'm locked up with dudes that's doing 20 to 40. Like, about to. Locked up with a cop killer. Dude was hunting on his own property. He was hunting on his own property. Cops didn't announce themselves. He pops him. Pow. Kills him. They beat the crap out of dude. I saw his picture. Beat the blood out of him. Tased him in his eye, all that. He got a lawsuit going on right now, but he's still locked up fighting his case and shit. I say, Jesus Christ, I don't even understand. What happened was he got out and then violated probation, so now they got him back in the clinks. So he sat down for over 3+ years, got out, violated probation, fighting his case with the cops and this lawsuit, and then they lock him back up for over 14 months. And it's crazy how something else, like, you know, dude was just defending himself. These cops started firing at him. He puts one in, it penetrates the vest, kills the dude. They didn't announce that they was cops. They started firing at the dude because they thought he was shooting at him when really he was hunting on his own property. And because he had land, and here you are in this situation where you in prison. You ain't even really a bad dude. It's like, and the system's crazy, man, because they literally, they are so quick to lock a person up, but they are super slow in letting people go. Anybody that's ever been locked up knows that. They will take forever. You'll be waiting at that glass door like, Jesus Christ, did they find something else? For real. You'll literally be sweating bullets that they taking so long to crack that door, bro. Like, oh my God, this gonna come up. That shit's gonna go. I'm getting over a cold. Think I slipped a disc or something. I ain't slipped a disc, but something's off in my back, so I'm in pain right now. I ain't feeling too good today, y'all. I wasn't feeling good yesterday when I did that post, but I want to wanted to talk about some of the stuff I seen, because it's not right, bro. It's not right. Yeah, it's prison. You ain't supposed to like it, right? You're not. But it's still, when you know that the guards aren't human, and over time you can kind of see why they're not human, because they deal with a lot of crappy people. There are some good criminals, and there are some bad cops. But the majority of a lot of these people, especially depending on when you locked up, they're degenerates. They're not really good criminals. They don't really know how to conduct themselves and show respect and things of this nature. Some of the things that I noticed with the overall mentality in prison is, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna say overall, but a lot of the times I feel like if dude ain't getting a store bag, for example, you gotta watch the people that you cool with, because a lot of times they just trying to set you up to steal from you, or they trying to build some type of camaraderie so that they can ask you for something, so you can offer it out of obligation. I'm about to give you some game right now. If you got a bunkie, it does benefit, and you getting a store bag and he not, it actually does benefit you to look out every once in a while on a noodle or something, because he'll hold you down when you ain't there. You might have to go to court, medical, library, whatever it is, right? Gym, yeah, lock your door when you leave, but with things popping off all the time, they could be putting people on lockdown, pop all of the locks. You could be gone somewhere, and then somebody could run them in there and take your shit. So you want to build a good rapport with your bunkie anyway, just for the protection. We in this shit together. Like, automatically, you're supposed to be rocking with your bunkie a lot of the time. Now, if they building up drug debts, gambling habits, and all of this, getting into it with gangs or whatever, yeah, some stuff you back off. You don't get involved with. But sometimes you are involved just because you're with them. And sometimes if your mans don't pay this debt, you might not even really rock with dude, but y'all bunkies, they might try to come to you to collect that debt, bro. Let's say he owe a massive debt and he know he getting out. Get out soon or snitch and rat on somebody. That debt don't fall on you. If you dealing with some gangsters, they gonna want that payment, bro. So you gotta be careful. It's a paranoid mentality without being paranoid. Like, you do always got to be on guard. You do always got to, you know, question why somebody doing something. Pay attention, I would advise. And I would say be quiet a lot of the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't be talking too much. Because people that get loud, you know what I'm saying? That being loud, like, and I snapped on a dude in prison for that. Like, dude, you small, bro. Like, you the loudest one in the rock, bro. You just want to be little man syndrome. That's literally what it was. And it's like, bro, that ain't even smart for you to be acting like that in prison, bro. You will get raped and beaten. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. Somebody will put a broom in your ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't even play, bro. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? You be acting tough. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation where my bunkie, sorry, 10%. So it was a situation where my bunkie, I gotta charge my phone. He's getting tobacco off this dude in prison. This is like a Monday. The bag don't come in till Friday on our block. Why was it Tuesday when the guy he got the tobacco from, my dude went to court the next day, my bunkie, who did the deal, he pulls me up. He ain't pulled me nowhere, but he was like, yeah, come upstairs. You know what I'm saying? You want to play cards? I get up there. He got two of his homies. So it's three of them, and it's me. He like, I hope your bunkie paid me on Friday. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't he? Of course he gonna pay. I just watched dude, well, we fill out on Tuesday, but I'm like, every time I done seen him, he'd fill out 2 pages of commissary. And it's like, dude, he got money. His mama helping him on top of that. I'm like, plus, this dude is a giver, bro. He'll get shit. And I had to tell him, like, dog, don't be just giving niggas shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you be asked out, and then you looking at me or something. Like, I'm supposed to feed. Like, nah, bro, you better start holding your bag, bro. All that nice guy stuff don't matter in here, bro. Fuck that. You ain't Jesus. We ain't turning bread into 4,000 loaves. You know what I mean? But back to the topic, I let him know he was gonna get paid. So he was like, he was like, I hope so, because I run in your room and take everything. I say, what's everything? He was like, everything, and linked in. So he's sitting across from me. His boy's on the outside of the table. I linked in too, like, bro, you know for sure you can't run in my room, bro. I'm like, dude, you do that while I'm in there, you making me look like a bitch. So I linked into him. I'm like, which I'm not. So he linked back. I'm like, bro, don't make me show my fangs, dog. So I'm a little pissed. I'm like, I can't wait for bro to get back. You feel me? I'm like, I'm about to let him know what happened. So he gets back after lunch. So we on this 2-hour lockdown in between lunch and dinner and stuff. So my boy get back, and I straight up tell him, I say, Bunk, I ain't want to tell you, because he just got sentenced to 1 to 7, and that was just for one of his charges. He got 2 more court dates. So I already knew he was in a bad mood once he told me the outcome. And I say, damn, he going upstate. So I'm like, look, bro, dude said he gonna run up in here and take everything if you don't pay him. I'm like, I already told him and confirmed the payment. And I'm like, honestly, I don't know why he came to me. He started snapping instantly. He was like, what? He said, what? I'm like, bro, he said he'd take everything if you don't pay him. But I told him you was good. I vouched for you. I calmed that shit down. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I let him know he wouldn't run in the room. So I was just explaining to my man, it's like, but just be on the lookout just in case he approach you. You already know what's about to happen. You feel me? So my bunkie started snapping. Big ass white boy. He was like 5'10", 215. I'll never forget his card. I just got out not too long ago. So anyway, and he used to wrestle. And I box and I fight. So like, me and him, I already knew, dude, it was over. He was like, what should I do? I say, don't pay him. Right? Because I already know this is just street hood shit that I know. So it's like, but I know it applies in prison. He asked me what he should do. I say, don't pay him because he made the threat. If you pay him now, it's going to look like you paid him out of fear. He was like, all right, I'm going to ask my OG when they popped the door. So he went to this black OG, the white boy. He went to this black OG on the rock and asked him. OG said the same thing. As soon as OG said, don't pay him, I was like, you ready to go get him? So look, my boy, he tapped dude, boom, let's go in the room, right? he taps him, let's go in the room. Dude dumb enough to go in the cell. I'm looking, he like, hold my coffee. He passed me the coffee. I say, what? I ain't holding your coffee. I'm in this shit too, nigga. So I put his coffee down outside of the cell, ran up in there, shut the door. Literally, so my bunkie, he started squaring up with him. And he walking up on him. He's like, you said you gonna rob me? You gonna rob me? He's stepping. I see dude throw his hands up and his ribs was open. So I'm on the right side of my bunk. And he in his fighting stance. So I got nothing but ribs. Caught him, bow. Then I grabbed him by his neck because he dropped. Soon as I hit him in the rib, he buckled over. I caught him by his neck. Now we got him on the bed. We beating him. We just maxing him out, dog. Maxing him out. Pow, pow, pow. I'm like, bro, you will get... I ain't even gonna say what I said in there, but you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't about to take no man, but I'm like, dude, you will get raped and killed. You know what I mean? Like, bro, don't play with us. Who you? Pow, pow, pow. You say you was gonna rob who? I didn't say it, man. I'm like, dude, and you know what's funny is I told my bunkie before we even beat him down. I'm like, Bunk, as soon as we run up on him, he gonna say he ain't say it. I'm like, I know he ain't a gangster because this nigga came to the second versus the first. Like, not that I'm second in command, because I ain't fighting with nobody command, but you are supposed to conduct yourself with a certain type of way. And when it's your man's situation, you let him run up on him. I can't be fighting for this dude, and he twice my size. I'm not about to fight for my bunk. I'm gonna fight with you. You know what I'm saying? I need to know that you willing to throw this punch. So, especially when you bigger than me. So anyway, once I seen that he had balls, I was there with him. And we maxed dude out, pummeled him. Dude literally started holding doors for me and shit. So funny, man. He wasn't saying nothing no more. All that tough guy stuff, carrying around that persona, I'm gonna tell all y'all right now. So we let dude live. Just to recap real quick, we beat him down. Checked in his store bag. He didn't snitch. After that, we left him alone. So we charged him one time, maxed him out, beat him bad. He ain't say nothing. But I told my bunkie though before he was gonna fold. And I wanna really reiterate, you don't wanna go to prison or county, a rough county, with a persona that you can't back up, bro. It's best to just be who you are. Stay out of trouble. Don't do no type of bargains, loaning, gambling. when they say that in these videos, because some of y'all watch these prisoner channels, dude, that's actually real. Do not get into gambling debts, and don't be bargaining with people that you don't know from your hood, who don't know you good. Like, or if somebody ain't vouch for you, and this dude is a patient dude, like if you don't know that he's patient, don't rock with him, bro. Because this is how people will try to extort you, bully you, punk you. And if you don't know that when this man does something, like, you might be thinking you trying to squash the beef by paying him. All right, I'm gonna just pay. No, you look like a bitch. And anybody who sees this, in which is gonna be the whole rock, everybody gonna know. The predators will attack. They will attack you, bro. And now you got more and more people on your ass. So that's my game, bro. Like, prison is a money grab. It's multiple mentalities in there. The Deps don't care. We got away with it. We got a prison tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, if you could, the Deps bringing in tobacco. Like, seriously, bro. I can't make none of this stuff. Bro, I ain't had it on my hand. Go look at my older videos. Like, seriously. So, anyway, you know, they'll let you do your tattoos. They'll let you throw a nigga a beating. Don't kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that. But depending on the charge and what that person did to violate you, if you cool with that CO, and let's say you locked up with a CO who knew you in high school, because I knew some dudes that was locked up with COs who went to high school and used to wrestle with. My bunkie was one of them. He was putting me on with the other COs that was bringing in the chew. And this is how I got connected to the tattoo guy. Like, dude, all this stuff, bro, is real. The porno book, the porno map, everything, bro, everything, bro. You just got to know how to carry yourself. And when you observe how niggas is moving, you can you might not know what's going on, but you know something going on. You infiltrate these circles, and then you will be good if you a stand-up guy. But if you go in there on some tough guy shit, everybody having a bad day already, bro. You got to know somebody going to rise to the occasion and take you on that fade, bro. And if you ain't really built for that, you're going to take a beating. Just like dude did. He thought he was a gangster. He thought I was going to submit because he had 2 dudes with him. Bro, I will light all y'all up, bro, with these hands. I got them for real. I'm not what you cannot be a bitch in there, bro. Even if you can't fight, you got to take a fade if it happens. Don't let nobody punk you. This is my advice to anybody. Don't go to prison. But if you get locked up for a couple months or whatever it is, bro, years, whether it's a medium or maximum, bro, you're going to come across a bully mentality. You're going to come across predators. Everybody in there is a predator on some level. You have a different mentality. This is what got you here. Even if it was a temporary slip up, you were having a bad day, it doesn't matter. You slipped into this mentality that got you here. Everybody in here is a predator. And these boys ain't playing. So you can't show certain weakness, dog. Be human in your room by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to cry or something? Wait for if you got a bunkie, wait for him to go to the shower or go to court or go out on TV. Put the towel up. I'm going to take a shit, but you crying like a bitch. Get that shit out of you in silence, bro. You don't want to show weakness. If you do show weakness, it better be with your homie that you can absolutely trust, my nigga. Because if not, you're going to get violated. Somebody's going to try to violate you. Prison ain't no joke. There's no rehabilitation in it. It's all bull. It's all a game. It's all a game, bro. These COs is a high turnover. They can do what they want. You piss them off, they can feed you when you want. You don't know if they're tampering with your food, putting a booger in it, spitting in it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to piss off the people handing you trays, especially during lockdown. Be nice. You know what I'm saying? Let them get the cake or something. He might give you an extra tray. You got to really know you got to be a stand-up guy to really make it in this type of situation, bro. And to do your time smoothly. That's my advice. Don't go to prison. But if you do, be a stand-up gentleman, man. Know how to conduct yourself and show no weakness at all. Don't be aggressive. You be hyper-aggressive, you're going to come across somebody who ain't just a criminal. They're a convict, and they down for whatever. Because criminals and convicts think different, too. Convicts already doing time. They're okay with the smoke. Criminals, some of y'all get on this rock, and y'all ain't even been sentenced yet. Stop it. You're trying to go home. There's a whole different mentality that you have to understand in order to make it out of this situation as smoothly as you can. I'm a cool dude representing Jesus, reading the Bible every day, and I still came across a situation where a dude tried to punk me. Seriously. It's not happening, bro. I will beat that ass. Anyway, The system is an illusion. It's a money game. They want to keep you in there as long as you can, bro. As long as they can, bro. They don't care. You don't want to put your life, your comfortability, your freedom, your health in somebody else's hands who's desensitized to who you are as a human, because they don't see you as human. They see you as a number, bro. An inmate. Inmate 5579863 Like, come on, bro. You don't want to be that, bro. You don't want to be a number. You want to be human. Humans operate in civilization. My advice, don't do things to put yourself in prison, because it's not fun for nobody, bro. I don't care how strong your mind is. It ain't the place to be. I'm out.